Hyderabad. She is a budding computer science engineer from IITM Murthal. She is passionate about innovation and teaching. Aliya believes that social media has overtaken the traditional media wars. We will listen to Aliya more on this. Thank you for joining, Aliya. We are also pleased to have Ms. Mahira Taslim as our third panelist for the day. Mahira is from Patna, Bihar, and she is pursuing Bachelor's of Pharmacy from IITM Sonipat. She is a ferocious reader and she thinks social media is an investment. It will be exciting to know how when Mahira speaks. Welcome, Mahira. Now, let me start by putting across my view first on social media. Let me ask you this question. When was the last time you left home without your phone and you kept on going? Hard to remember, right? The internet has become a significant part of our daily lives, and so too has social media. Back in 2005, when social media was still in its infancy, only 5% of the users in the United States were involved in social media. And in 2019, that number grew up to about 70%. Also, I believe that the amount of time spent on social media is astounding. According to a survey done in 2019, an average teenager spent 9 hours on social media every day, 9 hours. Now, upon reading this, I quickly grabbed my phone and typed that how much time an average person spent in a day on internet. And you won't believe me that Google said 400 minutes. That is nearly 7 hours a day. You can check it in your phone now. Because this is a major chunk of our life, it is high time that we should do introspection on this aspect of our life. And thus, the discussion on pros and cons of social media is apt and important in this group. Now, let me go to our first panelist, Shama, to take her views on what are the benefits of social media. And is it worth giving this much of time? What do you think, Shama?
Well, for one thing, social media is a great way to stay connected with family, friends, and relatives who live far away. I have many friends and who live in different part of the world. And without social media, I wouldn't be able to keep in touch with them as easily as I do. And think about those who are unable to travel. How will they connect with their relatives and friends? Through this social media, they are able to keep in touch with their relatives and friends. So I think it is very beneficial for us.
Right. Social media is beneficial. Well, what do you say, Aliya? Do you agree with Shama?
Well, social media can also be a great way to network professionally and officially. I have tried to take advantage of admission offer for engineering through the connection I have made on social media. I learn English speaking through social media, and there is a lot of things that we can learn from it.
Right, but those are some good points. What about cons? What are some problems with using social media? Let me go to our third moderator, Mahira. Would you like to share your views?
Well, I think one of the biggest cons is that social media can be really addictive. It's designed to be that way to keep us scrolling and scrolling, and that can be a big time waster. Spending a lot of time with social media also brings a lot of health disorders like stress, anxiety, sleeplessness. It's a sweet poison.
Social media is a sweet poison. Well, that's thought-provoking. What do you think, Shama?
After listening to Mahira, I also realized that social media can also breed negativity and hate. There are a lot of trolls and bullies out there, and social media gives them a platform to spread their hate. Look, I'm gonna be honest that I think social media is total waste of time, and it is just a superficial based useless posts. As example, you can see today's generation situation. Because of this social media, they don't have enough time to give family and another goal.
Oh, hold on now. That's not entirely true. Social media can be a powerful tool for connecting with people and building communities. There are a lot of personality you can see easily.
Yeah, sure. But think about that. At what cost you will get it? They are People are just addicted to their screens, and they are losing touch with their friends and family. Even they don't have time to spend with the family and friends. They are just forgetting that what is reading and writing and how to open the books, because they're really so addicted.
Oh no, that's not true. Social media can be a way for people to find others who shares their interests and values and build real lasting relationships. You can notice that a poor becomes successful with the help of social media.
But that's just it. It's all surface level stuff. Nobody is really connecting on a deep, meaningful level anymore. And also, these relationships are not real. It's all just an effort to gain likes and followers. Social media is that we cannot trust all the information available here. Some informations can be true while some can be false.
Yeah, I got what you are saying. But I don't think everyone is like that. There are also some good points, and there are some new things to come up with new things, and you can explore new things and also you can travel across the world with the help of it. And you can also use social media to explore new things and to make your life ease. There are a lot of tips and tricks for you available there.
I don't know, I just think that social media is ruining our ability to communicate in the real world. It's imparting with relationship and affecting our good lives.
But I disagree. Yes, there are some disadvantages, but there are more advantages of it. It is all upon us how we use it, because there are a lot of opportunities in there. If I will compare this with water, then it will be as same as water. If you will use water in limit, then it would be really beneficial for you. And it you will use in out of limit, then it would be uh, harmful for you.
But it's not just about how to use it. Social media is designed to be addictive and to control our behavior. It's not a fair fight. It just control prohibits our ability to stop to scroll.
I don't think it's true. Yes, social media companies want us to use their platform a lot. But in the end, it's up to us to decide how much time we want to spend on them and what's the deadline to use per day.
Okay, let's take a breather here. It's clear that there are some disagreements and tension on both sides of the debate. Well, let's move on to another aspect of social media, privacy. What do you think about that? How using social media affects your privacy? Let me go to Mahira on this topic first.
People know that social media companies collect information about their users. and use that information to target ads and change how people to act. It's a serious violation of privacy. Our personal information become easily available to many on the internet. We need to stay alert from hackers.
Yes, I agree that there are privacy and security concerns with social media. But I think those concerns can be decreased with security practice and privacy setting. And it's improving its security day by day.
But I don't agree. Even if we take all the right steps, we still don't have any control over what social media companies do with our data. We don't know exactly that our data is safe or not in present or future.
That's the thing, it's so hard to manage. Social media is designed to keep us scrolling and hooked on for as long as possible. But our strictness or dedicated routine can help to manage this.
And also, let's not forget the bad effects that social media is having on our mental health. And people are really getting hurt by this whole situation. Many of people make suicide by the excess use of social media.
Okay, but that doesn't mean we have to on control on it. We can make rules for ourselves, and we can also make a perfect schedule for choosing phone at a right or right time. Because we can use it in helpful and healthy way. Because if you will think about the social media in deep, then you will find that social media contains the whole universe within itself. So I think it is really beneficial and useful for us and for our next generation.
All right. We are running short on time. I think we can all agree that social media has its pros as well as it has its cons. And it is up to each individual to decide how they want to use it. Thank you, panelists. Now, let's open the floor for questions or comments from the audience. Audience, please feel free to add your views and comments and engage in this conversation. Anyone would like to speak from the audience?
Yeah, Samshir here.
Yes,
First of
please go
all,
ahead.
I'm very pleased to listen the conversation had with you, lead by you, as well as the connectivity between the guests. It was excellent, awesome, and it was great that we listened the words from the young guests, those who are really play the vital role in investing time. So yes, the both side of argument was quite well managed. Yes, the major threats that investing time, mostly in terms of the, like you said, as per the Googles, that we are investing much time in that way, and the other way, like security threat, is one of the major threat for us, that they entering into our mobile, and then our childs are using this, and then it is going to be a devastated our personal secret, even the bankrupt. Thank you. Over to you, TM.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Shamsher sir. Any other guest would like to ask something from our panelist or would like to drop in their comments?
Yes, I want to ask one question. This is a very good topic of discussion today. So, as we all are very addictive with the social media nowadays, so I want to ask one question: that can you please give me some tips to avoid social media addiction?
Okay, so tips to avoid social media, addiction of social media. I will pose this question to our panelists. Any of our panel member would like to address that question, please?
Firstly, you can break the habit of automatically checking your phone and uninstall useless social media apps. Replace your time on social media with other activities. That's it.
I also want to add some points like turn off notifications, set screen your black and white mode, and use airplane mode, use do not disturb mode, and there is a lot of settings that we can use from our device to reduce addiction.
Yeah, there are some points, and I also want to add some points like you can make a perfect life routine to make your life healthy. And when if you find that I'm just confusing, then you can use it to make some tips and tricks, and also you can set a timer for mobile use, for technological use, and you can uninstall the entertaining app which is gaining your time most of the day. So that's it.
Yeah, thank you, panelists. So I will just summarize what you guys said. To avoid or to handle the social media addiction, some tips are like uninstalling the unnecessary apps, which every time keeps on giving some notification, and we get hooked eventually, although we realize at a later stage that this was not required for the day. Then also our panelists said that we should have some screen time, and when we exceed our screen time, we should get notifications so that there is someone who is telling us that, hey, you are going beyond your screen time and it's not good for you. And then one of the panelists also mentioned that you should engage in more physical activity rather than just hooking on to your phone. Well, that's all from it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me conclude this. See, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like most things, social media has its positives, the good, its cautionary tales, the bad, and the dangers, the ugly, that lurk and impact our lives in many ways. I believe that the discussion we had today may be helpful for our audience today and always, and they can acclimatize their screen time to have a balance between real and virtual world. Thank you so much, panelists, and thank you so much, audience, in engaging in our conversation. That's it for the panel discussion today. It's time to hand over the virtual screen to Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Madam Toastmaster of the Day, the screen is yours now.
Thank you, Dr. Naeem, and our panelists, Shama, Aliya, and Mahira, for the engaging and thought-provoking discussion on the pros and cons of the social media. And next upcoming, we have two table topic sessions.